Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I've got a PSA financial breakdown where I go over the numbers behind my latest PSA grading order that I've gotten back. Let's get this started by going over what grades we got. So we got 18 10s, 5 9s, 1 8 in this order, so 24 total cards, 75% gem rate. That is crazy high. I usually like to sit in the 50 to 60% range. I don't care too much about gem rate because everything I grade is based off math and if it is financially profitable. Although I do kind of break this rule in this video for a good amount of cards. But in general, I don't care too much about gem rate. So 75% is where I actually really like because I didn't send in cards that had much data behind them. But yeah, let's get going with our first card. Tariq Skubal had two of them, both PSA 10s. That's his base rookies. Bought them each for about $3 on eBay. They've crashed significantly with the arm injury, down to about $40 a piece in PSA 10s. I'm not accepting the PSA offers. I'm going to hold these till these cards go back up. There's not many of them graded. It's actually not the easiest grade in the world, but before, now I don't think it's worth it, but before, when these were close to $100 in a 10, like $85, $90, and 9s were like $30, you're break even on a 9. So any card you can break even on a 9 is going to be profitable on a 10, and it's going to be profitable to grade if it's a modern card. So did not take the PSA offers. We did put total grading cost real quick was $574.70. Let's divide that by our 24 total cards. About $24 a card to grade. We'll make it $25 because of shipping to PSA. So $25 a card is the math. I might have said 28 when I did the reveal video. Somewhere down here, these are all my orders. Somewhere down here, it switches to 28 when PSA raised their prices from $22 to $25 a card. And then I usually add on about $3 to figure out my per card cost. Skubal, Chrome Refractor, horrible offer, $74. It's actually kind of fair with the value, but this card was like $150 a few weeks ago, so we're going to hold that still too. Again, low pop, Skubal Refractor, 2-time Cy Young winner. Yeah, if he wins a third, he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Roger Clemens, I think, is the only person to win 3 Cy Youngs or more and not make the Hall of Fame, and that's just because he was a steroid user. Cole Emerson Refractor, we took the PSA offer, $102 on that. Was into that for about $10 raw. He started out, I wouldn't say he started out hot, but he had that one game with 3 doubles, and that pretty much cemented some of his prices there for a little bit. So we took the offer. I haven't really checked out what stuff's doing. I don't really care too much. The only big card of him I have is that yellow sapphire BGS 85 first, which isn't a great grade to have on that, but it is a pretty limited card. Wembanyama making huge profit on a 9. We're into this card for grading about $140. Accepted an offer for $309.57 on the PSA 9. Wemby cards have gone way up. This card is over $1,000 in a Gem 10. I accepted this offer. That when I had to accept offers, this is while they were still playing with Thunder. So the reason that I took some of these offers, not only was the offer better than what I think I could have sold at the time on eBay, but for Wemby cards, I wanted to take the risk out of it. I think his cards would have fallen off pretty good, like 30-40% most likely if he lost to the Thunder. So yeah, I was taking the risk out of it by accepting the PSA offer, and you're going to see that here on this next card. Realistically, if I were to type in the value right now, I should not have accepted the PSA offer. Cosmic Chrome Wemby, we've got the PSA 10. I bought one card for $35, one for $25. The other one got an 8. This one here, they're selling for like close to $900 now. You can see I probably would have gotten like a couple $100 extra out of eBay, but at the time they were going for about $600. It's just crazy. That the PSA 10s are going for like 20x what I bought them for raw. Took a PSA offer at $491.11. Yeah, making over $400 on an unlicensed Wemby base rookie. Crazy, I'll take it. And then a break even on the PSA 8. How often do you break even on an unlicensed PSA 8 rookie? Not often. So we'll take those Wemby sales. This is where we get into the cards that had no math behind them whatsoever here for pretty much the rest of the video, which is not common for me, but I felt good about these cards and I still had a purpose behind it. First being the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Wood parallel. These are numbered out of 25 and they're extremely tough grades. The cards get beat up. This one pulled a PSA 9. That might be the highest this card gets graded. I don't know if there's ever going to be a PSA 10, so this might be the highest possible grade that you can get. I have it, to be transparent, I have it listed for $1,000 on eBay right now. Hasn't sold, has a few watchers. Realistically, maybe sells for $250. I don't know what it's worth. I bought it for $120 raw. PSA doesn't know what most of these cards are worth. They didn't offer me, so PSA 9 will take it. Then we get into a really good stretch here of PSA 10s. 2025 Harden Gold Pulsar. Those are numbered to 50. PSA 10. Not sure what that would sell for, but I bought that for $15 raw. Giannis Gold Wave PSA 10. Bought that for $90 raw. Durant Gold Wave PSA 10, numbered to 50, bought that for $65 raw. I have these cards listed really high on eBay just because there's none of them out there. None of them are selling. None of them have sold or are really listed, so I can pretty much price it wherever, which is part of the reason why I bought them is that, you know, being serial numbered out of 50 or 25, there's very few of them in production. If I get a PSA 10, I'm going to be one of the few. And these are future Hall of Famers that are collectible. If these were the out of 10 Panini Prism cards, these cards would be crazy. They're out of 50 and they're not true gold, so that's not, you know, great comparison, but it's still one I can make. 2 Topps Chrome Knipple base rookies, bought them for $5 a piece and a lot. More than paid for the lot. PSA was offering me $86 a pair. I think that I can sell them for close to $120 on eBay, maybe like $110. I'll do all right on them, but yeah, definitely did well on those. Glass Canvas, Kevin Durant, PSA 9, accepted an offer at $116. It's unfortunate he's in his son's uniform on that card. If you want to see what that card looks like, as well as the rest of these, go check out my grading reveal video, which I posted a day or two ago. I showcase all the cards in that. It should be linked in the description. But yeah, PSA 9. Kevin Durant, we bought that for $105, so we earned it for about $130. Losing $14 is not the end of the world on a PSA 9, especially when it's a $100 card raw. Glass Canvas Dirk, PSA 10, sold that for $350 on eBay. I'm getting over $70 more by selling it on eBay. Net value, I forget if I explained this at the beginning of the video. I explain it in every single grading breakdown. Net value is not net profit. It is net value. I did mention that I don't care about net profit per card. So this is what I'm getting from eBay after fees and shipping. The reason I don't care about it per card is that mathematically I want the whole order to be profitable. So if I get a PSA 7, why would I care that I'm losing money on that PSA 7 if I got a PSA 10 that made me $1,000? Nobody cares. You're making money on the order, and that's the goal. So yeah, happy with that. This one was also really sweet. PSA 9 on the Glass Canvas. I'm going to have to start buying some more of these. Maybe in a couple months, because I don't want to be, you know, if they're like $100 a pop and I buy 20 of them, I don't want to just have $2,000 worth of just 20 cards sitting there waiting to be graded when they reopen, and they aren't worth it grading at the $80 level. So I'm going to have to wait a little bit, you know, because they're not the greatest gem rate. Rockstars I'll buy because those are good gem rates. Magic 170 offer. That's probably about what I would have sold on eBay, so we took the risk out of it. We're going to make $40 there on that PSA 9. Donovan Mitchell, I accepted the offer. It was worth a little more than I thought I could get out of it. This price has probably dropped because they lost in the playoffs. I was into that card for about $100, so making over $130 on that one. No clue what the value of this card at. Red Geometric, Paul George Sleek Finishers. That's numbered to 5. Bought it raw for $55. I think it should be worth more than $100, but who knows? I don't think PG's that collectible, but it's a cool color match with the 76ers uniform. Trey Johnson, Purple Geometric. Those are numbered out of 75, I think. Bought it for 10 raw. No clue what that would sell for in a PSA 10. My guesstimate 70. So you can see we're doing well on all these cards. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander loading. This is tough. Those black backs on the loading cards are almost impossible to grade well, so I'm surprised this got a 10. $15 raw card. I think it should go well over $100 on a 10. Back-to-back MVP. Obviously, he's getting the back-to-back championships, which I'm fine with. I don't really like watching the Thunder play basketball. I also have a lot more Wemby cards than I did Shea. So, from an investment and grading standpoint, I would have preferred Wemby to beat him, and he did. That leads me into another loading card. Giannis, gold geometric, those are numbered out of 50. That graded a 10 as well. So you can see I was buying some of these cards here for fairly cheap on these low numbered inserts of really of star players. Clutch Gene, Harden, PSA 10, gold geometric out of 50. Harden sells the worst out of everyone I was buying. I've come up with 2 reasons. He jumps around team to team and does nothing in the playoffs. So there's not a fan base that really collects him, and nobody's going to put him in the same category as Shea, as Giannis, as Curry, any of those players. One, because he's just never been as good, and 2, he has no championships. So there's no loyal fan base, and there's no real accolades other than his one MVP. X's and Woes, Tatum, gold geometric. That one unfortunately pulled a 9. That would have been a cool one to have a 10. We sold for 40. Should have taken the PSA offer. We ended up losing a buck or 2 by selling it on eBay, but we sold it before it came back. That's always a plus. And then the silver Pandora auto from Shadur Sanders. That one got a PSA 10. Bought that raw for 100, so I made that for 125. I've seen a sale at 300, I think. So I think I should sell for about that. Who knows what the Browns' quarterback situation is? I've been hearing a lot of Deshaun Watson talk. So yeah, the new head coach Todd Monken really seems to like Deshaun. We'll see. The name carries value, so I would like to sell that before the preseason hype builds up and they determine a starter for sure. Because if he's not the starter, that card will drop off a cliff. So maybe I need to adjust my listing price. Let's get into some of the overall numbers. So I already went over the total grading cost for you. My card plus shipping cost, that is how much I bought these cards for, which was $1,141. Just adding on $25 is about my average for what it costs to ship USPS to PSA. This grading cost includes PSA shipping back to you as well as their insurance, so don't need to build in shipping twice on the way home. Total cost, pretty simple, card plus shipping. Plus my grading cost, so that was $1,740, which for a bulk, a value bulk order of 24 cards, that is pretty high. Let's go ahead and check out what that is per card. That's about $72 a card. Usually I'm at like a $40, $45 average, so definitely some more higher end cards in this order for sure. But PSA was offering me $2,000 in PSA offers, which would have put me profitable if I just accepted their offers, sent home all the cards that didn't have an offer, and didn't care about if the offer was good or not. We only accepted $1,476 in offers, so that's actually pretty close to the total cost I was into it. Absolutely blows out my grading cost, which is nice because when that grading cost hits, that $500 whatever dollars hits your card, I like to just pay that off right away. With my PSA offers and then some. So we didn't accept offers on a lot of these lower dollar cards except for the Glass Canvas Dirk, which was a good idea not to. But again, did a really good job on accepting those PSA offers. My expected value, I'm going to take the PSA offers I expected, and then I add that to my net value sum for all the cards. That's what I expect to get from all the cards if I sold them on eBay and took out like 85% for fees and shipping. But I have to go ahead and take out the value of all the cards that I accepted PSA offers on, because we can't sell them again once we've already sold or accepted the PSA offer. Quick note about PSA offers. I don't see any need to complain about them. One, I like them as grading because if they offer me a great deal, I'll take it. No one's forcing you to take it. People complain about some of the offers being bad. Send the card back home to yourself and sell it yourself. And also, you're not selling it to PSA. It's a PSA partner offer, which I'm not exactly sure who the partners are, but essentially, it's probably someone like Slab Packs and stuff like that. People that create those mystery packs where you buy it and you've got a chance at hitting a great card and then there's a floor. That's realistically who's buying them. So obviously they've got set prices they want to buy certain cards at so that they can have a predetermined ROI on their packs. Final numbers are total expected net profit. This is the only thing on this list that is net because we are taking our expected value and subtracting out all of our costs is $1,600, which is nice, just under 100% ROI. And then the last number to go over, a number I really like looking at, already sold. I'm taking all of my accepted PSA offers, and I'm also adding up the cards that I've already sold on eBay and what I got paid out from eBay. So I got $1,869 from this order before I actually received the cards back in my hand and recorded the video of the PSA reveal. So usually on a lot of videos it's a lot more than this. On this video it's only like $100 more, but I was still already profitable on this order before I took the cards out of the box, which is sweet. So that's all I've got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think of this video. Do you like these videos? Do you not? I think that they're pretty insightful for people. My grade reveal will be linked down below in the description if you want to watch that, as well as my eBay store where you can purchase some of these cards. Yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Take care for life. Peace.